Welcome to my station. Is it your desire to talk in English, but you experience timidity when you attempt? Do you comprehend English inside your brain, but when you unlock your lips, no terms appear? Do you experience anxiousness when an individual talks in English quickly and you fail to answer? Then pay attention closely, since in this clip I shall display to you precisely. In this clip, I shall display to you precisely the way to perform English speaking in an extremely basic manner. Not tough syntax, not complex principles, just genuine talking exercise that you are able to begin today. In this clip, you shall acquire knowledge on how to talk in English stage by stage, even if you are an absolute learner. You shall discover how to talk by yourself. You shall discover how to talk by yourself, how to talk with additional folks, how to construct self-confidence, and how to convert English into a component of your everyday existence. You require no flawless English. You require no massive vocabulary. You solely require exercise. Remain with me till the finish, since each section will alter the path you ponder regarding English talking. Each section will alter the path you ponder regarding English talking. And if you observe this system, your dread will gradually vanish and your self-assurance will begin expanding. Let us begin this voyage in cooperation. Chapter 1. Why speaking practice is essential. My identity is Rahul. I am a learner of English. I reside in a tiny town. I review English every day. I review English each day. I peruse volumes. I observe clips. I acquire fresh terms. I comprehend numerous matters. But there exists one issue. I fail to talk. When I attempt to talk, I experience anxiety. My intellect halts. My words fail to emerge. I experience dread. One day I visit a marketplace. I desire to purchase a container of water. The merchant gazes at me. The merchant gazes at me and remarks, "Hello, what is your desire?" I comprehend his inquiry. It is simple. I recognize the reply. I desire to remark, "I desire water," but I remain silent. My mouth fails to unlock. My chest thumps rapidly. I experience bashfulness. After a couple of moments, I merely gesture at the container. He hands me the water. I compensate him and depart. When I stroll homeward, I experience sorrow. I ponder that I recognize this expression. It is extremely simple. Why fail I to utter it? I experience irritation at myself. I remark inside my intellect. I review English every day. I peruse. I pay attention, but I fail to talk. What is the trouble? That evening, I sit inside my chamber. I unlock my booklet. I gaze at all the terms. I gaze at all the terms I acquired. I recognize numerous terms. I recognize numerous expressions. But there exists one issue. I never utilize them in actual existence. I solely perceive them. I solely detect them. I never utter them. Then I comprehend something extremely vital. I remark to myself, I failed to perform talking. That is the trouble. The next day, I attend. The subsequent day, I attend my English session. I sit inside my seat. I experience stillness. The instructor enters into the session. She beams and remarks, "Good morning." We all utter, "Good morning." Then she inquires, "How are you today?" A few learners answer. I remain mute. I gaze downward. I fail to talk. The instructor gazes at me and remarks, "Rahul, how are you?"
The instructor gazes at me and remarks, "Rahul, how are you?" I experience anxiety. My palms experience coldness, but I attempt. I remark leisurely, "I am fine." My expression is soft, but I utter it. The instructor beams and remarks, "Extremely excellent." This is a tiny flash, but for me it is massive. I uttered one expression. It is not flawless, but I uttered it. I feel joy.
Then the instructor remarks something extremely vital. She remarks numerous learners acquire English. They peruse volumes, they pay attention to audio, they review syntax, but they fail to talk. And when they fail to talk, they fail to progress. She writes one expression on the slate: speak to learn. She gazes at us and remarks, "If you desire to talk English, you must talk." If you desire to talk English, you must talk English. There exists no alternate path. You failed to acquire talking solely by perusing. You failed to acquire talking solely by paying attention. You must unlock your mouth. You must attempt. I pay attention carefully. Her terms are basic, but they are robust. She proceeds, "When you talk, you commit errors. That is excellent." When you talk, you commit errors. That is excellent. Errors assist you to acquire knowledge. If you never talk, you never commit errors. And if you never commit errors, you never acquire knowledge. I ponder about my day at the marketplace. I failed to talk. I failed to commit an error. But I likewise failed to acquire knowledge. The instructor offers us an exercise. The instructor offers us an exercise. She remarks, "Stand upward, discover a mate, inquire one question, and answer one question." I experience anxiety once more, but I stand upward. I go to another learner. His identity is Zian. He beams at me. He remarks, "Hello." I remark, "Hello." He inquires of me, "What is your preferred meal?" I comprehend the complete inquiry now. He inquires of me, "What is your preferred meal?" I comprehend the inquiry. I ponder for a flash. Then I remark, "My preferred meal is rice." It is a basic expression, but I utter it. Then I inquire of him, "What is your preferred meal?" He remarks, "I enjoy chicken." We both beam. It is a brief talk, but its experience is good. After the exercise, I sit downward on my seat. After the exercise, I sit downward. I experience variation. I experience a tiny bit more self-assurance. I uttered 2 expressions today. Yesterday, I uttered nothing. Today, I uttered 2 expressions. This is advancement. The instructor remarks one further thing. She remarks, "Talking is identical to a muscle. When you utilize it, it turns robust. When you fail to use it, it turns feeble. If you talk each day, your English will expand. If you remain mute, your English will remain the identical." I comprehend currently. Talking is something you do not await. Talking is something you perform. After session, I stroll outside. I perceive 2 voyagers. They are gazing at a chart. They look puzzled. I experience anxiety. They look puzzled. I experience anxiety, but I recollect my instructor's terms. Speak to learn. I stroll to them and remark, "Hello, do you require assistance?" My expression is not flawless, but they comprehend me. They beam and remark, "Yes, gratitude." We talk for a brief period. I offer them path. They remark, "Gratitude very much." I remark, "You are welcome here." When I stroll away, I experience extreme joy. This is a massive flash for me. I utilized English in real existence. I uttered words. I assisted someone. That evening I sit inside my chamber once more, but this occasion I experience variation. I write inside my booklet. Talking is the solution. If I talk, I acquire knowledge. If I remain mute, I halt in my path. Now I recognize the reality. Perusing is excellent, paying attention is excellent, but talking is the most vital. Talking assists me to utilize the language. Talking assists me to expand. Talking assists me to turn self-assured. I remark one further expression to myself before I slumber. From today I shall talk each day, and this occasion I trust it with all my spirit. Chapter 2. Begin talking with basic expressions. It is the subsequent morning. I awaken, and I still ponder about yesterday. I uttered English for the initial occasion in actual existence. It was tiny, it was basic, but it was actual. I experience something fresh inside me. I experience like perhaps I can acquire this language. Perhaps I can talk one day identical to others. Perhaps I can talk one day identical to alternate folks. I attend my English session once more. I sit inside my seat. I unlock my booklet. I am a tiny bit anxious, but I'm likewise thrilled. I desire to talk more today. I desire to attempt once more. The instructor enters into the session. She beams and remarks, "Good morning, everyone." We all answer, "Good morning." We all answer, "Good morning." Then she gazes at us and remarks, "Today we shall acquire something extremely vital. We shall acquire how to begin talking English without dread." I pay attention carefully. I do not desire to overlook anything. One learner lifts his hand. His identity is Fahim. He remarks, "Instructor, I comprehend English, but I fail to talk on time." He remarks, "Instructor, I comprehend English, but I fail to talk. I ponder too much. I attempt to construct flawless expressions in my intellect. Then I turn anxious and I halt." The instructor signals assent and remarks, "This is an extremely frequent issue. Numerous learners ponder like this. They desire flawless English, but flawless English is not required to begin." She strolls to the slate and writes one expression, "Start simple." She rotates backward and remarks, "If you desire to talk English, do not ponder about massive syntax. Do not ponder about tough terms. Begin with basic expressions, very tiny expressions, very effortless expressions." I experience something intriguing. This appears effortless, but likewise unfamiliar inside. This appears effortless, but likewise unfamiliar, because in academy I constantly ponder I must talk accurate English. The instructor proceeds, "You require no lengthy expressions. You require no sophisticated vocabulary. You solely require interaction. If someone comprehends you, your English is excellent enough." She offers an instance to explain this rule clearly to us. She offers an instance. She remarks, instead of uttering a lengthy expression like, "I would prefer to possess a cup of coffee since I am experiencing exhaustion," you can merely remark, "I desire coffee." She beams and remarks, "Both are accurate, but the basic one is superior for talking exercise." I write this inside my booklet. Simple English is robust English. Then she requests us to stand upward. She remarks, "Today we shall talk solely basic expressions, no dread, no strain, just talk." I stand upward leisurely. My chest is thumping a tiny bit fast. I gaze at my mate. Her identity is Elena. She beams at me. She inquires of me, "What is your identity?" I remark, "My identity is Rahul." It is an extremely basic expression.
I remark, "My identity is Rahul." It is an extremely basic expression, but I experience something inside me. I uttered words without halting. I failed to ponder too much. I merely uttered words. Then I inquire of her, "Where are you from?" She remarks, "I am from Spain." I remark, "Pleasant to meet you." She remarks, "Pleasant to meet you likewise." It is a tiny step.
It is an extremely tiny talk, but it experiences like a massive triumph. The instructor strolls around the session and pays attention to everyone. She beams and remarks, very excellent, keep talking, do not halt." After a couple of minutes, she halts the exercise and remarks, "Now, sit downward." We all sit. She remarks, "You see, you talk English." She remarks, "You perceive you are talking English. Not flawless English, but actual English, interaction English. This is the commencement. I experience pride. I uttered more today than yesterday. I utilized basic expressions. I failed to ponder too much. I merely uttered words." Then the instructor offers us another concept. She remarks, "When you are alone, speak." She remarks, "When you are alone, you must likewise talk. You can perform exercise anywhere, in your chamber, in front of a looking glass, while strolling, while preparing food. Just utilize basic expressions." She offers instances. She remarks, "Utter matters like, 'I am exhausted,' 'I am ravenous,' 'I am proceeding to academy,' 'I enjoy this,' 'I do not enjoy that at all.'" She beams and remarks, "These expressions are tiny, but they are potent. I enjoy this concept. It experiences achievable. It fails to experience tough. After session, I go outside. I stroll on the path. I gaze around me and I attempt something fresh. I begin talking inside my intellect. I remark, 'This is a path. This is an automobile. I am strolling in the warm sun.' I remark, 'This is a path. This is an automobile. I am strolling. The climate is pleasant.' I do not talk loudly, but I talk in English inside my head. It experiences unfamiliar, but likewise excellent. Then I perceive a tiny boutique. I enter inside to purchase a bite. The merchant remarks, 'What is your desire?' I experience anxiety for 1 full second in my mind. I experience anxiety for 1 second, but then I recollect the instructor's terms. Start simple. I remark, 'I desire chips.' He hands me the chips. I compensate. I remark, 'Gratitude.' He remarks, 'You are welcome.' It is another tiny triumph, but for me it is extremely massive. I utilized basic English once more in actual existence. That evening, I sit inside my chamber. And ponder about my day. I uttered words in session. I uttered words in my intellect. I uttered words in a boutique. I unlock my booklet and write, "Basic expressions are the commencement of talking. I require no flawless English. I require to begin." I experience something altering inside me. I am not terrified like before.